America with Vinnie Politan. HLN Monday afternoon, 4 Eastern.
My jacket moved up, and he saw it. I feel like he saw it. He looked at it, and he said, "You're gonna die." And he reached for it. He reached, like I felt his arm going down to my side, and I grabbed it, and I just grabbed my firearm and shot him one time.
An analysis, but we don't know what the other side of the story is because Trayvon Martin is dead. Let's go to the phone lines. Amy, Arkansas, your question or thought? Amy.
Yes, I believe this is between George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. I believe this was a self-defense case on both sides, but I believe that the brunt of the guilt is with George Zimmerman. Remember we talked about fight or flight in the Jodi Arias case? Well, when George Zimmerman got out of that truck, when he saw Trayvon Martin and he got out of that truck, he was in fight mode. By his own words, Trayvon Martin was in flight. He was fleeing from him, and George Zimmerman continued to go after Trayvon. Even after he was given a direct order by the 911 operator, do not follow him. So when the confrontation happened...
Amy, I think you're making a good point. I want to bring in our panel. Let's start with Evangeline Gomez.
Based on the video that I saw, I wouldn't say that was the case at all. Why was Trayvon Martin hiding in the patio of one of those townhouses? As George Zimmerman was walking away and going back to his car, that's when Trayvon Martin came out of nowhere, according to the video, and said, well, do you have a problem with me? And confronted him, went into his personal space. So if you're not looking for problems, you would hide in the patio, wait till the person is gone, and walk away. No, he decided to confront George Zimmerman.
Evangeline, you're saying, according to the tape, it's George Zimmerman's reenactment tape, though, Rolanda Watts. We're hearing one side of the story, essentially.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you're hearing one side of the story because Trayvon isn't around to defend himself. I do think Amy's point is brilliant. You are right. I think there was both a self-defense thing. But if Trayvon did say, do you have a problem with me? After all, the kid had been followed all throughout the complex. Do you have a problem with me? I think that's a legitimate question. The answer should have been, I am just wanting to know who you are. It could have been a confrontation verbally. The kid didn't have to be shot. This child is dead.
All right. I want to give the very polite Anahita the final word.
Yeah, I mean, I think your caller did make some excellent points, Jane. I think at the end of the day, it's really going to come down to who the jurors believe was the aggressor in this case. And again, it's going to turn on that 911 tape. Who those jurors believe was the individual screaming out for help. If the jurors believe that that was George Zimmerman screaming out for help, then they have to acquit him. If they believe it was Trayvon Martin, then it likely was not a self-defense case.
I'm so sorry. We have a limited amount of time, but I promise you, you will all be back to debate some more. We are all over this story, and we will continue to be all over this story throughout the trial. Thank you. Up next, a woman who is so famous, she is considered, well... the patrons say to the chimps, and we're all going to get together and help the chimps with Jane Goodall on the other side. How you can get involved. They can't speak for themselves. Next.
Mortgage rates are so low.